Too drunk. He just needs to go home, sleep, drink water.
Oh yes, let's put him in the plane.
No problem in your solution. How the fuck do we get him there?
To be fair, Oliver, Mel, and I were not there.
Nein, darfst du
Ja.
nicht. Genug mit der Süßigkeit.
Anywho.
Okay.
Roman, it would be also very nice if you could tell Luca that it's important, because if you like put your earphones away to listen to your son, which is understandable, you don't hear what we have to say. You're kind of the people we have to convince, right?
You are the people.
You are the people.
You are the people we have to convince.
We'll gossip about Roman and all of his people that he's playing when he takes his headphones off.
You're like super serious. You cannot let the seekers in because of he has the headphones. Oh, look at that couch.
What's wrong with the couch?
Why are you all like this? I just look at Oliver, to be fair, because how he sits there.
Yeah.
Receive, wake up. I rolled a nat 1.
Still need to wait for
At
my-
least it's out now, right?
Oh, it's white chocolate with Smarties in there. That's cool.
I'm gonna roll.
Aren't Smarties from Nestle?
Are they? I don't know.
These
Are those on Dina dice, Mel?
I'm googling that shit.
But yeah, it's Nestle.
Yeah.
Please don't eat that chocolate ever again. Unless it's fake Smarties.
Look,
That's
they're
fine.
chunky.
Alright.
I mean, it's from Winter Sport. I don't know.
Yes.
You guys ready?
And it's original.
Yes, but I got
If it
thrown
says
out
Smarties,
of
if not,
everything,
then
so I don't know
Did
how
you
I got
grab your drink?
Yeah, I already have it.
Wonderful. In that case,
Guys, may the dice gods be with you.
Thanks. Can I play
Except for
on
Roman
Unless
when he's
you're
playing bad
Roman.
people. Unless you're Roman playing bad people. When he's playing things for our side.
Yeah, like some clergies are fine, some families are fine. Every
I
seeker
play-
that speaks is not fine.
Can I play on Dina this session, so I have a plus 13 on persuasion?
No.
Fuck. Put it away, sir.
I love this new artwork, it's so pretty.
Ow.
You I was like, what's on your shirt? Oh no.
it's hair.
Ooh, that's amazing. It's Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I know, but it's hair.
You've seen me wear this shirt before.
But it's there.
That's how we met.
We're the first natural 20. It was
Mhm.
beautiful.
It was incredible.
Well, persuasion 20. Cool. Let's go on.
That was cool. Almost a year, right?
In November.
Mm-hmm. True.
I think Roman wanna start.
Yes. So, shush, start.
Everything that happened until this very point led you here. Whether it's deciding to follow somebody to help a friend, being stabbed in the back, dying and being resurrected, or it's somebody who's trying to save their home. Whether it's people that seems to be destined for some things, or people that just got there at the wrong time. Regardless, you all had your journeys. You did what you had to do. And wherever you are, The Trident is about to begin. As all of you, wherever is in the Trident, in the various places, as the people being let in and seated. That is currently what you see. In the middle, a big stage, a couple of stairs, 4 guards standing on each corner to keep the peace and protect whoever wants to speak. Each stand represents each house. The Edelsteels, represented by the wolf. The halls, represented by the owl. The Wildmoor, represented by the hawk. The deer belongs to the Grimms, and the horse to the Embersteels. On the opposite side are the clergies. The red-haired woman is soon. The weights of justice are from Kallenborg. The cogwheel is for Aratis. And the golden coin is for Vaukin. As people get in and getting seated down, the ones of you that are in the Trident and currently can see what's happening, you can find yourself in the various locations on the map. Before it all starts, is there anything any of you would like to do?
I would just like to ask where I am sitting on this map, since I'm in the stands.
You are blending well in at the east, at the west.
So, around this area.
You can see yourself.
Am I the only one who has this black line in the middle of the map?
I do not know.
Yes.
Go through it? I don't.
Oh no, there it is.
I have a
Over
huge
like
black thing
here.
too in them.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I see this too, Oliver. Just like if someone could erase it, if you've done it, would be nice.
I haven't even touched.
Done.
I just joined.
Done. All good.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, I'm over there. Okay, I found myself.
Okay.
I can't. I'm sorry. It was a mistake. I was trying to click and drag to find myself on the map.
Well, I've found myself. Thank you very much. That was it for me.
Mm-hmm. I have a few questions and things I want to do.
Okay.
I think Nessie too.
Well, Nessie, what is your question?
Can I feel something nearby?
No.
Okay. That's what I wanted to know.
Well, Tilia wanted first and then Atari.
First of all, can I ask Grim if it's possible to leave the Trident in between to get out and get some air? Second of all, can I get a corn dog? The children had corn dogs, okay? I want one too. I'm hungry, I didn't have breakfast.
He just informs you that it is impossible to leave the Trident until the voids are over.
Okay. Do I see Flint behind me, and is the person on the Seeker Sing cage?
You see Cage.
Okay.
And you do not see anybody because they are elevated about 40
Okay.
feet above you.
And when you talk about friend, maybe I smell him.
No, you smell the corn coming from the stand
Oh.
under the tent. Yeah. When you go to grab, you see Charles, whom you met in the bathhouse, standing there in his uniform, formal. He doesn't say a word to you.
But she says hello.
He just nods at you. You get to the stand and get the corn dog.
Yeah, and I just would look over to Cage from time to time, just like to see how mad he is to see any of us because of reasons we don't need to further elaborate.
Is that all?
Mhm.
Atari?
I was gonna ask if I see anyone I would recognize in the Blue Center rat. The Blue Center is Raptors, right?
Hmm?
In the Blue Stand, or
Yes.
have they not arrived yet?
Yes.
If I recognize anyone.
You see there the paladins or guards with the symbols are standing there, but currently you don't see anybody. You know.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for that place as well.
Okay.
Until I guess it
roll
starts.
perception, I guess, just to see how well
Mhm.
you can.
I'm not very perceived. I'm C.
I mean, you're basically the vision in like you see everything. Nothing can avoid your eye. You keep a closer eye, even somewhat creepy towards the Valkyrie stand. No, you stand vigilant, and Yildar help you watch.
Yay, bestie. Okay, yeah, that was it for me.
Okay. You hear the crowd occasionally shouting and booing towards the seekers.
Interrupt real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I raised my hand.
Yes.
This is an open area. You described it as we came in.
Yeah.
You said that it was not the black steel boxes that were used during the other meetings for the Trident.
No, you just don't see it.
We don't see it. All right. Thank you for that.
Is that all?
Wait, have I catch this properly? The crowd is booing at the Seekers?
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Okay. Anybody else? In that case, a speaker comes out to the middle, walking through the gate, and start approaching. Before we do anything, I will need Lotta, Block, and Nessie with me in Secret Whispers for a quick moment.
I was about to ask something, to be honest.
Well, you can ask me there. Be right back. Yes.
Do we have like a look-through box or something, or is it entirely...
Okay, so you have...
We have?
The door is... the door to your cabin, just somebody knocks on it, and you hear the butler, Cornelius Butler's voice, just saying, "The ground is safe. Nobody is around. We are currently in the parking lot of the carriages. If you sneak up, you might get to and mix among the crowd, if that is what you wish." And he just walks away. Sitting there in the box, what do you do?
You guys think we can hear everything from here? Or is it is it too far away?
I see things.
Well,
Hiding in the crowd might be better, but is magic like not at all working here, so not detectable?
Yeah, but they still know my face, you know?
and mine, and yours. How well does it seem that we can hear things?
You muffled hear the crowd because you are underneath it and in a box currently. You hear the crowd because there's a lot of them, but if somebody speaks, I do not know if you will be able to hear or not.
Hmm.
But if there was, like yelling or a kerfuffle going on upstairs, I could hear that, right?
You hear a crowd upstairs.
Yeah. But
you don't
for example, if I can hear a crowd, would I be able to assume with my high perception that I would hear if someone, if a fight breaks out? Because that would also be rather loud.
Yes.
Or,
You probably can assume that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
me
gonna
too,
take
or
I'm gonna.
or is mine too low for that?
No, you're high enough as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Nessa?
Can I sneak a look out of the carriage to just quickly glance to see if there's like how many people are around us?
You open the hatch and look around. It is quite dark. And look into the sides. You don't see anybody. Just a light coming out of the hole. But nobody's there currently. You also don't see the horses. They probably got parked somewhere else.
I think I'll stay inside of here, guys. Just for the sake of safety. It's unsafe enough for me to be here, but at least I'm closer and can react in a certain way. I would rather stay safe here.
I agree. I don't think we need to risk anything. If no one knows we're here, we can't get in trouble. And if we're needed, I'm pretty sure we'll figure it out.
Okay, so you decide to stay there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's hope back up.
All right.
Things
I mean,
probably. Looks like
yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I
Maybe
guess.
I just, looks at it, throws it away into the fire.
All right, first draft. I don't care.
All right. A speaker comes out to the middle.
Did you read what I wrote you?
Yes, you can move yourself wherever you stand.
Do you see with my perceptive eye?
Are you alright? Tilia? Are you alright?
And she's like, yeah. Coincidence.
Well, see for yourself. The speaker raises his hands. And slowly the crowd silence. Stand in the middle. His voice seems to be amplified so that the whole stadium could hear. And you assume the people outside this place could hear as well, since there were limited amount of places. So if people are in the area of the Trident, they probably can hear it. Standing there, looking around, waiting for a moment. And then they start to speak. We all know why we gathered here. We have a decision to make. the royal family, the noble families, the clergies, and the common folk. We all decided together. The decision is to be made whether the Seekers should be part of the government, of the governing branches. And you start hearing people starting booing on the other side. Some of them are cheering. And please, it is a difficult decision to make. Try to keep your calm. As people calm each other down. There will be no particular order in which you can speak. Whether you want to start or to be less speaking. It is completely up to you. The first person to reach the black circle will get to speak first.
Does any one of them already moves?
No.
This is a good.
No. None of them.
Just see idiots running there.
Yeah, I was thinking, what if someone like, oh, no, I want to be first. I had that in mind.
All of them like first.
But you guys see that out of the various tents, standing still at the tents, people come out. And Atari, there's a person you recognize standing there.
Is it Mom there?
It is not Mom.
Ah.
It is Lydia's younger brother, Charles Winterrest. Out of the tent of the Seekers, 3 people come out. Sophia, that many of you know.
Oh, I want to slap that bitch.
And 2 people that some of you may have seen before. Some of you just heard of. On the right from the man, a woman. She looks familiar, but she seems to have dyed her hair. In a black-white combination, wearing a formal white uniform. A woman. 160 at most. And next to them, between Sophia and her, the leader of the Seekers, Desmond Wolf. As everybody show up to the middle, the crowd is silent. And as everybody show up, the announcer continues. Everybody rise in the respect of our king, Bisan Drankar, as from this area, a gold and white gold platinum armor comes out, what seems to be a young man in his 20s or so, long blonde hair and a crown on his head. As he approaches the seat and sits down. Silence falls, and people start to whisper as nobody takes initiative to approach the circle. People look at each other, looking who wants to go first. Tilia, you notice that from across this arena to where you should usually stand, Amberly Doran noticed you and looking confused in your direction. Let the discussions begin. And the announcer leaves the stage. Are any of you going?
I since no one of us knows the formal procedure of how to even introduce yourself.
Yeah, I kind of want to wait.
But also, she's like, there's like this. If one of the seekers moves, she's like, uncomfortable.
You see as the woman in full golden dress, golden hair, and blue eyes, with her knight that guides her, starts making her way to the circle. And when she does, so does Winterrest. She reaches there first, the guard stops, and she proceeds to the middle. Takes a moment. Adjust your volumes, by the way, just not so it's too loud. She looks around. So many people. So many are waiting for this decision. I have nothing against the Seekers. They keep the peace. They keep us safe. And they provide security and stability to our nation. Some of you might not agree with it, but it is a fact that under Valkin's guidance and the Seeker's protection, the nation will thrive. I hope those who are making the decisions will see that as I do. She looks around quietly. Take another look around. That is all I have to say. And she steps down. As she steps away, you see Winterrest, the priest of Veratis, steps on the carpet and then takes a stage. Maybe a different melody, give me a moment. Sorry, guys. It is a hell to manage. Too epic. He stands there and he's visibly shaken. Inexperienced. Young. Yet having to fulfill such a heavy role. In a shaky voice, he tries to speak. I guess... And she chokes. And the crowd starts laughing at him. Until it dies down. And the more perceptive people of you can see that his arms are shaking as he catches them in one another. I am not my mother. I'm not a high priest. And I do not have your respect as much as she might. I'm here as a stationary for our goddess. But what I am about to tell you is true. Those are the words of my mother. Sadly, she could not be here. Otherwise, she would tell you yourself. She has fallen ill and being constantly bombarded by evil beyond. Flint or Shy sitting among the crowd, you just hear faint whispers. We heard something about it today. Something about shadows? I don't know. There is a threat beyond what we fear. This vote is not as important as to stop this evil. Our goddess is under attack. And when he's done with her, he will come for the others. We need to postpone this. And you see the other heads of the family. Nonsense! This decision have to fall today. Where are you see the woman, black hair, black dress. And next to her, another woman. You saw them as well in the bathhouse, Thilia. What is this threat you speak of? He turns to her and bows to her. Miss Wildmore, the threat I'm talking about is something that even our gods are having trouble beating. It has taken a personal attack on my sister and killed her. The woman looks at him, and when she speaks, her voice is amplified as well. Do you have any proof? And he just rubs his hand and visibly shaken. I do not. My mom. And she says, enough. If you don't have any proof, do not waste our time.
Does she mean proof about what he stated or about the greater evil?
What he stated.
So about the attack at the gods.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's an Atari raising a hand.
Yes.
For fuck's sakes. I'm gonna look at the guys from my clergy first. Yeah.
Okay.
And see if they like allow me to go since they know the story and what happened? They know the name.
The name?
Well, Winterest.
Mm.
He did. Did he say that?
No.
No. What? No. Oh well. He's gonna look down for a second and think about what Tilia told her.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. And she's gonna walk up. There is proof. I'm not walking up fully, but slightly.
Yeah. As you
So-
speak, your voice is magnified as well.
She's still doubting herself because
Yeah.
is this gonna be a good decision? Yes or no? The sister he was talking about, it was my other half.
You see, everybody, the crowd gets up and just looks at you.
What?
Like the crowd just looking at you and like, what nonsense are you talking? And the crowd starts mumbling around, and then
We were.
the person on the stage turns around. Please elaborate.
See, my Lydia was a Kalashtar. And before she...
What's a color?
How do I explain to people what a fucking race is? Okay. Basically, I found her when she was alone, playing in a field. I know this sounds weird, but I come from a different realm than you. I used to be from the Feywild. Sort of, I guess. Or I was trapped there.
And Wildmore interrupts. You see, people with arcane powers, people are coming from other dimensions.
Will you
This
let
is why...
me speak?
No!
Yes, and I'm gonna continue my story while he is ranting.
The king gets up and everybody gets quiet.
I will get quiet too then. Never mind.
You all will have a turn to speak. Nobody interrupts. The people in the middle have the right. And you see Wildmore just bows to the king and takes a few steps back.
I would too, as a thanks, I guess. A bow as a thanks. And continue where I left off.
And the king talks to Charles directly. We are not here to discuss greater evils. We are here to decide whether the Seekers belong with us. Do you have something to say for or against it? Charles just lowers his head and... No, I do not. And the king addresses him again. Then let somebody who does speak. He bows and leaves the stage.
Even more doubt at the moment. Am I just gonna flip it out?
You slowly see the Edelsteel woman. White hair, white uniform. Presentable for this occasion, starting to approach. Tilia, you said you are getting closer?
Yeah, but is Atari moving away again?
I do
She
not
was
know.
closer.
Tari, are you moving away or are you going in?
I'm not moving away yet.
Are you moving in though?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, because it was so close to Atari and she seems so emotional fully, I would stop
Yep.
and let her go.
And
That was the question I have.
when Atari takes the stage, the adult steel woman stops as well, standing relative between. The crowd comes down a little. Silence falls.
I did definitely not prepare for this, so I'm sorry, guys. As I said, she would doubt it a little bit. Is it a smart idea to talk about it? She's not sure. But she does it anyways. The greater evil that Charles was talking about is here with us today. He killed my other half as he wants to obtain more power. I've seen it myself that he is coming for the god Aratis the moment he killed Lydia. These seekers are not who you think they are. They seem to protect, but they defy everyone. The magical people, magical beings. Look at us all now. Even half of us don't like or agree with each other just because we have a different opinion about magic. It's beyond me, whatever. You see her like wipe off her face because she's like, I didn't prepare for this. I wrote a really cool speech, but this shit has all gone to waste. The Seekers, they break families apart, children from taken away from their mothers. For what? Because they can do a little bit of magic that can be controlled if you teach them. No one knows how to. I don't know how to word this. By the way, this is Mel speaking. Like control it or go around with it. I don't know how to.
Handle.
What word? Handle, I guess. Sort of handle, but there's a nicer word for it. I don't.
Manipulate?
No.
That sounds bad, but also a good one. I guess handle is a good word for now. Magic.
Beherrschen.
And then they never see the beautiful sunset ever again. Or they get turned into a seeker and have to kill their families if they don't agree with it. That's what happens. My other half got killed because she couldn't retrieve something to the seekers. Something that they are seeker leaders after. Are you all sure you want to make him more powerful than he already is? I don't have any words for it anymore. Moment of doubt again. If you want to choose for violence against your own people, violence against children, against the gods, do it. But one day you will notice what darkness it will bring upon our nation. As I'm gonna step out because I'm like,
Your speech has left the crowd wondering. If others said controversial things, you did say controversial things, but you ended it with a point to think about. Roll
Mhm.
persuasion, please. No disadvantage.
Yeah.
You can use your die if you like.
Oh, okay. Almost that 20. Come on.
Okay. Wonderful.
I want to see what I would have rolled with my dice. 17. Okay, good.
Okay. Thank you, Atari. When you get back to your stand,
I'm gonna cry because I just
Yeah,
saw my
the-
sort of brother.
the high priest just puts a hand on your shoulder.
Wait,
Why?
how tall is Atari?
Atari is quite tall.
Like almost one. I'm gonna look at it.
180, I believe, was it?
I believe it was. Yeah, around that. 178, 180.
Yeah, and he's a crunched old man that just
I will go down a little so he doesn't sprain his arm or
You
his
did
neck.
well. And you see the man starts walking too.
I'm just gonna cry in a corner right now.
Just
That's
slow-
actually what it is.
slowly making his way, and yeah,
But
Oh.
yeah, Thalia would stab him.
okay. You see
Hi,
as
Atari.
you see as the woman was almost first, but you beat her to it. Right, Atari is back.
Yeah, she waits a moment and then first looks at the king and says like, I go by the name of Thalia Glenmerrill. I could also say something about the greater evil that was addressed before, but I was told that this is not the moment to speak about it. So I won't. And she starts she doesn't stand there, she rotates because she doesn't want to speak to only the king. There's also people and also others. As many of you can see, I am not from the land of Anash. I grew up in an elven city, so excuse me if there's some lack of knowledge from my side. But also I traveled this lands for quite a while, and on some of these occasions I met the Seekers. And I want to share some of the experience and things I've come across. But before I do that, I have to confess something, because some of these occasions weren't very pleasant, not for me, not for... Okay, what do you want, Roman?
As you make in your circle, you just see Amberly and Doran approach to the stand.
Yeah, but she ignores it. They're just crowd right now. And I know that what I have to tell will have consequences, and I'm very well here to face them. When my former travel companions and I traveled from Maustad further down, we got involved into an attack against a Seeker carriage. This carriage contained 2 young girls and a woman. I didn't know much about this world, so I didn't know what was happening. I just saw 3 people in danger, and also my former travel companion stepped in, and we got into a fight. I was aware that those people didn't seem necessarily evil and were just there to do their job. I tried to fend them off. I tried to make them fear me. I tried to avoid what I was about to do, but it didn't work out. So, in a matter of self-defense, I killed one of the Seekers, which I'm sorry about, and as I said before, I'm willing to face the consequences of these actions, and I have not turned myself into authority because I was asked to speak here. But after the event is something different. The reason I bring this up is because it's what I have to say is so important for me that I'm willing to speak here to all of you instead of going home to an elven city where they don't rule, where I don't have to face consequences. I could just have went home. But I didn't. I took my chance to speak here, and I hope you will listen further. It took me a while to gather all the information about what the Seekers are and why they are. But for an understanding point, it's very hard to understand how a society that once had an organization full of mages that somehow got corrupted, attacked the people, or led to the people of Anash being attacked by their actions, getting those dragons to attack and cause damage beyond imagination. Also take an organization of mages to control this. Every mage in this land has to either die or join. There's no other point. You made a second organization that has full control of almost all magical power that is not held by, and she waves a hand to the cleriges, by divine. And not only further that, right now you are at the point where they are almost everywhere. With every guards around the city, there's always a seeker. They are like all your executive. They're like doing all the works. They're capturing criminals. And now you also want to give them the power about who makes the rules, who gets captured. Which I'm here to prevent, or try my best to do that. I don't think they're necessarily good or bad per se, but I know there are flaws in this concept. Everyone can get accused of being a mage. Everyone's sister, everyone's lover, everyone's children. There's basically no proof for a normal person to be made that someone is not a mage or is not guilty of what they accuse them of. There were an ambush recently in the city. There was like... I heard people speaking about it, and I know that it seemed unreasonable, the amount of seekers against the people. But the issue I have is, if they are the law, there's no way for any of you to protect the people you love. If they're getting accused and arrested, there's no one to look after what they are doing. If you take my case as an example, I just killed a seeker. It was self-defense, but if the seekers are the ones who arrest me, what do you think is going to happen to me? I will not get a fair trial. But that's the thing. Where do I prove myself to? Where would I go to? It was something I discussed with myself because I thought about turning myself in. But going to the organization that holds former comrades of the people I have done harm to didn't seem like an equivalent solution to me. So I didn't do it until now. And when I further investigated on the case of everything that happened and tried to understand everything better, because I didn't even know much about the wrongdoing itself, I found out that no one of the Arcane Circle ever got arrested back then. Which also means you could have powerful mages running around. And I don't necessarily mean free, I also mean like, do any of you know their faces? Know how they looked like? Know what they could look like when they used their magic? Know that it wouldn't be possible for them to sneak themselves into the Seekers. They were powerful, they were ambitious, they wanted power, everyone know that. And they could be part of them. I don't have proof of what I said, otherwise I would bring them. But there are clues that hint to that. They could raise in ranks, they could get again to a position where they could do harm to a lot of people. If I can ask you for one thing, no matter what happens, please investigate this further. No organization should hold so much power. It went wrong once, and voting for them today might result in something similar, another disaster. It is also possible that those people think they're in the right, that they're think that some sacrifices are necessary for the greater good, that they do think they do it for the best of Anash, that we all have to suffer before it gets better. That we have to endure things to get the outcome they seemed as perfect. The logic behind it is, again, flawed. And I can also tell it once more. If you give them a vote, they will become untouchable. There's no one to hold them back. If they get a vote here, they are the law, and they are the ones that enforce the law. And then she just bows, and it's like, that was all I have to say. And she steps down.
I didn't want to interrupt you throughout the...
Yeah, thank you for not interrupting.
After I already did once. When you speak about being the execution and the lawmaker, the crowd nods in agreement, seemingly thinking the same way you do. When you speak about the arcane circle, though, you hear some shouts towards you. They are gone. We haven't heard from them for 30 or 40 years now. Are you accusing someone in particular?
I am not accusing anyone as long as I don't have a full proof. That's why I asked to investigate this further.
Looking around, you see Cage standing next to the carpet, recognizing you.
Everyone stand next to the carpet right now. It's a carpet fest.
At this point, all the Kalimvor's priestess also reached it.
Anyone else who has any question, or can I get her down there?
That's all. I mean, if Atari has a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did he spend the whole speech waddling towards that carpet?
The priest?
Yes. So
I'm glad I made it long one so we had some time.
That is so that was adorable. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Is there no persuasion roll or anything?
I didn't get to it. Yes.
Okay. I'm just asking because I'm down there again, you know. Yeah. Can I hide in a tent?
We can hide in a tent together. I'm also
No, she's not going to your... You can come over, but...
Yeah.
I don't think we're allowed to.
You never tried. You do see Hall is by Wildmore, so...
No, I will stay with my cleric for now. Maybe
you
later.
Can roll persuasion.
I will use my DM inspiration. I saved it for like fucking million sessions for this moment. That's so much better. 25 in total. You rolled a 19. The first one was a 1. We don't talk about that.
I also rolled a 19. Boop.
You
19.
You also rolled a 1, Mel.
Please don't also roll 1.
I was like, what will I roll with my natural dice? I rolled twice and got a 1.
He just looks at Grim.
He looks back at you.
He just holds his arm for a moment.
No speech?
Just stop this. He turns around again and then
what does
the
speech if I did something to you?
She looks at them. No, I would kill you. Oh no, I can't. In theory.
Yeah, and you see as Charles pass you while you talk.
any facial expression from him when he passed?
Just a smile.
Oh, that's better than before. That's a start. Okay.
Wait, what Charles?
There are two Charles.
Charles is Cornelius'
Okay.
brother.
No,
Okay, wait, so many Charles.
there are two Charles. One Charles Westeros, one Charles
Okay.
Grimm.
I didn't know I had a brother, but that's great.
The
Great
more
for
you
me.
know.
Great for me.
Yes.
Friends, I actually see like Flint in the crowd. There's one person like.
Yeah. Woo.
Do you?
I'm so
Do
proud
you?
of
It
her.
depends on what kinds of people are sitting in front of them. Because if they are sitting and very tall, you won't see them. If they are standing and average sized, you won't see.
Are you really doing this?
Yes, I'm fucking with you.
Oh.
Well done.
Okay. It is Edelsteel's turn. She gets on the carpet, looks around. Just looking, assessing the situation after that speech that Tilia gave. The Seekers are a threat. Seekers are a threat to those who wish to harm us. They are here to protect. We've worked together over years and years, our families and them. We supply them with weapons, and they serve bravely to protect us. The wrongdoing may not happen again. And the Seekers are here to make sure of that. How many of you lost relatives back in the Dragon's attacks? Grandfathers, grandmothers, husbands. All casualties that could be prevented if we had the Seekers back then. I urge you to vote for them. Because they are doing God's work. Which God? I don't care.
Every clarity right now.
Yeah.
Who is this speaking currently?
Edelsteel. Catherine Edelsteel.
Of which house?
Hmm?
Or what sect does she belong to?
We saw them before on occasions around the Seekers, like boxes and stuff with the name Idle Salon. So I know we saw it because back then we were traveling together also.
Oh,
Rashad.
it's House Edelsteel.
Yes.
And who is the speaker?
Catherine Edelsteel.
Okay.
Make the right decisions. Choose safety. And she steps down. You see the old man wants to step in, but Amberly walks up together with Doran. The two of them
Just soothingly are like going in the tent like
Stands.
I'm very small, tiny, no one sees me.
hiding from them, and Doran just stands on the side while Amberly takes the stage. Your Majesty, you said it is not time to talk about great danger coming. But Eratis' god is under attack. Kalimvor's clergy just said that there is a threat. And so do we. can confirm that there is a greater threat, and it is within the Seekers. Sadly, the person who can confirm does not speak for us today. But as the High Priestess, the Heart Warden of Soon, I stand by my statement. Do not let the Seekers in. Investigate it first, just like Delia said. That is all I have to say. Make the right choice. And she steps down. As Doran stays there for a moment, considering if he wants to say something. And then he gets up as well. Charles Grimm gets the stage and stands in the middle. So many pros, so many contrasts. You know what I think of the Seekers? I think they are stealing our freedom. I think ever since they exist, people only suffer. Whether it's families of magic users being taken away and torn apart and never see each other again. How many of you have encountered the Seeker before? Please, raise your hands. Show your appreciation. Please. We need to see. And many of them raises their hand. Lower your hand down. Those who had a good experience with the Seeker. And the hand stays raised up. Some of them put them down, but the majority. You see? Look at your neighbors. They are no good. They are making our lives miserable. They overstep their boundaries and think they are above the law. And now you want to make them lawmakers? That would be a mistake. Make your decisions wisely. And he takes the stage off. Stand next to him, brother.
Does he keep standing there or does he come back?
No, he keeps standing next to his brother, seemingly having a conversation.
You just see her like getting out again after I'm left.
Yep.
You get that, but doesn't want to interrupt.
Eventually, he just finishes his conversation, passes you again, going in.
And she looks at him like, well done. That was a good one.
You owe my brother. And he gets in.
By the way, what is in the tent? Just for further, how drunk can I get? Notice.
There is a tent, and then there is a door to get inside, and inside there is like a lounge to sit with some drinks and servants.
I need a drink.
Okay, you go and get a drink. Meanwhile, nobody takes the stage. They seems to be discussing among themselves what they want to say. As
Cage, take the stage. Also,
no,
you just stand there?
no, he waits there, thinking what he wants to say.
Haha, I got this motherfucker thinking.
And the old man gets up, eventually gets on the stage. Before we continue, I would like to drag the three of you down again, if it's possible. Yes, the three of you that are outside somewhere. Hello.
The three of us, and I'm like, are the three people who spoke, or there's only two people that spoke? Okay.
Yeah, I'm still working.
Is there anything you would do, or would you just stay there and listen?
I would clap after Thelia's speech.
I would stop him from clapping. Like, not even soft stop, but, you know, like arms between his hands to push them apart. And just glare at him.
Roll stealth for me, please.
All of us?
Yes.
In roll 20, or do you...
No, you can do dice.
Okay. Okay, that's not too bad.
19.
What is my mod on it? Wait,
17.
Okay.
Natural 13 for a total of 14.
Okay. You go into clap and Locke, you overestimate your strength and bang his hands like, on the carriage, and it hurts. You take 2 damage.
No.
Good.
And
thank you.
While from that impact, it hurts, and you let out a sign, and you just wait. But it seems nobody heard it.
Yeah, there's enough clapping going on over us, but still. I'm just gonna, like, facepalm, sit there.
Thank you for the reality check. I got caught away.
I'm gonna put a finger in front of my mouth.
Yeah.
And just look at him with disbelief. Obviously realizing he hasn't been in trouble before with anything and gotten away with it. Like me and my brother have multiple times.
That was it. That was all I wanted to do.
Right.
Yep. I'm having an interaction.
Just stay there.
And I'm going to move closer to Nessie because Nessie seems more sane.
The problem is you are so cramped. You don't.
I know.
So big,
You
closer
can't
to Nessie is just like move your head slightly to the left.
That's okay.
Okay.
That's enough.
But totally staying
but
there.
Nessie
Yeah.
wanted to say something.
Yeah, I guess I will stay inside as well for now.
Okay. Let me know if it changes in the message.
Yep.
Yeah.
I won't drag you down again because it breaks the floor a little bit. But
That's
I
okay.
want to leave you in the dark.
Unless absolute shit is gonna hit the fan, I'm probably gonna stay.
Same.
But if
Same,
you
same.
change your mind, let me know.
But you said you detailedly explained we hear everything because of
Yes,
the
because
thing.
it's the amplified.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Good. Thanks.
That's
Because
fine.
you put that out in detail, and I'm like, okay, I understand. But
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure.
Mm.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Let's hop back.
All right.
Oh. One more.
All you see is the fucking stealth roll from Lothar.
We'll talk about it.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Well, he's your problem now.
Roshine, look, while all this going, are you doing anything?
You meant Flint.
I meant Flint, not Luck.
Well, I want to just... I would keep my... I just want to see how the guards and the seekers in general seem to react. Or actually, just like... I want to try to read the tension of just the area in general to try to get somewhat of an understanding of what might happen. Like, is there just heat building up with like people getting really tense and anxious, and the guards seem to be like prepared for something? Are the Seekers talking, seeming to plan something? Are the other houses doing the same? Where the fuck is Thelia gone? Is she fine? Is she being carried away? Is she being dragged off into a fucking alleyway?
Okay, so one by one. First of all, you see that there are no Seekers among the guards standing around. The only Seekers that are inside here are at their booth, and they're currently not discussing among themselves, just listening. One of the Seekers, you recognize him. It is the guy that interrogated you in Mavstadt. He is currently standing there to speak. The others, you see at the very distance, you see the Wildmore that interrupted Lydia the first time. Currently talking with Hall together. And you see Doran Amberley, which is the priestess, you know her, and Rances, who you also know, are currently just standing there looking worried. You see the Valkyrie lady just standing there next, and her paladin gets her a glass of wine as she sips on it. That is all you can see. If you roll me a perception, I will tell you if you see Flint or not.
And small.
I believe that's a 26.
And small.
Yes.
So you do see Flint in the crowd, if I may roll in briefly. He is fucking having at it, right? He's unlike you, who is very calm and collected in these situations. He's a man of the people. He is. There's a human with a longer, just tangled beard, much like his, which is just completely unkept currently, which you're not used to seeing. Who's just going at it, just completely enjoying it, being like, "Oh yeah, yes, yes," and then boo when the Seekers speak. There's an elf next to him who is just very much more calm and collected. There's a couple of people around him, and he seems to be fully engaged in this, civil onslaught of emotion. He's hearing the shouts, he's hearing the boos. He's all like, if somebody were to start a wave next to him, he would be the first person to stand up and do it as well.
You forgot to say what you're wearing.
I did. There is a tabard of Kellamvor over his chest, in this lovely, lovely purple with the it's a more of a bleached out purplish color, with the symbol of scales on it, which is standard for Kellamvor, being gripped by a skeletal hand. And underneath that, I don't know how good your eyesight is. It is just peasant's clothing, but like one side of the arm of the tunic is just cut way too short. The other one is way too long. The pants are also disheveled. He looks as if he had been dressed by a rabid wolf.
Where is he? Is it in the crowd?
He's in the crowd, directly behind the stand of the House of Grim.
Yes.
So a little bit behind me.
Above you, yes.
Yeah, on the thing. I immediately spotted, since we've played so often spot, flint, and lock on the card. On the map, I instantly see them wherever they are.
This definitely makes me feel some type of way.
Sorry, what is she?
That just really makes me feel some kind of way. it's good and oh no at the same time. It's great and
Oh my god, is he? Oh god, what is he wearing?
It's okay. That's good, but shit can go really badly very quickly. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep sitting and waiting.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to find Thelia again with my eyes.
You see her getting out of the tent of Grim, and with a glass of water in her hand, seemingly approaching to the side of the Wildmore tent. Not going directly there, but getting a bit closer to it.
Right, I'm just gonna keep observing everything.
Okay.
Actually, I have one more.
the glass of water. It's like I made a full length on speech.
I have one more question.
Mhm.
How tall are the walls?
The walls behind
Yes.
you, the one you
Yes.
have to climb, are
Yeah.
about 80 feet, maybe 100 at some point.
Gotcha.
Locke could have climbed them. No?
That's...
Don't munch it. I don't know.
That is no real thing because Locke could climb a full clock tower if he wants to.
I don't know. Maybe.
Gotcha. That was
I mean,
me.
the walls are 100 feet, but the towers loom in like each. You see there are three towers with different
Yeah.
verticals,
I'm just planning potential escape routes if
Well,
needed.
you do have the way you get in, so.
Yes. Is it right behind me?
Yes,
Should we?
you stayed at
Good.
the place where you hit.
Good.
You know?
Good. That will be all for me.
Alex, do you want it in here or?
If there is something to say, then no. I mean that's fine. That's fine here.
Okay. When you speak about execution and lawmaker, the clergies agree with you, and most of the families are against. They think that like you can assess that they are for the Seekers, like you were told.
Any doubt?
Yes, it seems like the Embersteed have not decided yet. He seems to be overwhelmed and confused currently with all the information he's getting.
Okay.
You also notice the woman that stands next to Desmond Wolf is constantly looking at you and occasionally smiles to you.
Constantly.
While you were having the speech, not now.
Okay.
Okay. Atari, you wanted to say something? Yeah. Okay. In that case, I will do the Kalimvor's priest then before you. Okay. All right. He takes the stage and standing there. For the first time that people see him, he straightens up and holds his posture. The more perceptive people of you see that he does it with a lot of pain, but he swallows it in. Not one, not two, but three clergies have expressed their concerns now. You all attacked young Winterrest for expressing his concerns. Well, the elder stands in front of you now. Are you going to boo me as well? Didn't think so. People seem to forget that our gods are the one that's protecting us. The one that gives us hope, whether in this life or the one after. During the last few decades, the body counts around this area has risen up. And most of them are thanks to the Seekers. They act irrationally, too aggressive, and without remorse. So sure, ignore the threat. Ignore what the clergy, 3 clergies tell you. And instead, focus on this one particular issue. People are dying. More than ever before. More than dragon attacks, more than in wars. The body count is rising, and it's the body count of your loved ones. And if not your loved ones, then your friends. Or your cousins, or second relatives from your brother's side. Doesn't really matter. We are all a society. And this is not okay. Vote against it. They do not deserve a place in this in this room. And he crouches down again. You see relief on his face as he starts making his way down. Slowly making his pacing. Is anybody willing to speak? Mel, do you need a little bit more time?
Wait, are you asking us Roman or are you asking us someone
Roman.
there? Okay.
Give me one tiny second.
Okay. In that case, 5-minute break while Alex and I go to Secret Whispers. Go grab your drinks, food, toilet, and all that. Hello.
I'm still
Enjoying yourself
muted.
so far?
Huh?
Enjoying it so far?
Hey, I didn't got advantage on my very amazing speech. I did also not get disadvantage, but you know what I mean.
Anyway, you grab a glass of water and go to the embassy.
After the silent conversation with Grim.
What?
Looking at him, looking at the embassy, looking at the glass. Good idea, bad idea, banana.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
know.
But she gets a new glass, of course.
If you want to speak to him, just go. So, as long as you don't step on the black carpet. Circle in the middle. You can.
Oh, I wanted to say, can I step over the black? That
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
question.
As long as you
Mhm.
just go around.
Mhm.
Then it's fine.
He's directly in front. Why should she go to the middle to go to him?
Mm.
It's like, no, yeah. But she still would get a glass of water because of a reason.
You get a glass of water and you see the you see the guy that you saw in the vision.
I know. And he also did the same in the real bass house.
Yes.
But I don't know how he would treat Kara because that never happened.
Regardless, he stands there and feeling not belonging and confused.
Yeah, she would walk over, looking at him.
Yeah.
To you. And she offers.
Thank you. And his hand shaking.
And she's like, it's okay. I was nervous too.
Then he drinks some spills. Damn it.
It's just water. For that reason.
Yeah, it's a nice speech you had there. I don't even know what to say.
I had someone encouraging me too, so
Okay.
you don't have to know. Just you can go up there.
I don't really have to speak. I just have to pick, but I'm so confused.
Just, take a deep breath. Try to blend them out. They are there. They're the voices of the people. And you just, when there's a time, you just go up there. Or you don't. Whatever you feel like. And then you say what's in your heart. Or your stomach, depending on where it comes from.
I'm not sure which one is better. He looks lost.
She's just like, I just I had a bit more time. Yeah, I feel that.
I hate my cousin. Take the job, he said. It will be the luxury in life, you said. I don't
mean-
want this responsibility.
And she looks at them. I feel that, but the best house was a nice bonus.
Yes, but I didn't feel like belonging there either. I always come.
Do I look like I belong here?
Yes, you do.
With the boiled armor and everything, like
Maybe a different clothing, but you're not as ugly as I am. I mean, you're beautiful. I am ugly. I'm confused what I'm wanting to say.
And she's just like, is it okay if I touch? Yeah. She looks at her shoulder. Again, take a deep breath. I'm not even here to convince you to anything. Just listen to your own inner voice. Gonna be okay.
Okay.
And don't forget, once it's over, it's over. You never have to take this job again if you don't like it.
That's not true. I have to serve as a ward for my family here. It's a responsibility I agreed to, unless I die. I don't want to die.
Yeah, no, I understand that one.
But with the stress, I'll get old very quick.
I mean, like, depending on how it goes, your vote will always matter, no matter what happens after today.
Oh no! And he holds his head.
She's just like on his back. It's fine. I don't know how it works. Can you not vote? Do you have to? Can you just say you're?
I cannot abstain. It's either yes or no for such important decisions.
Well, I mean, not necessarily such
And
important.
we have to reflect until we come to a decision, and it can take a few days.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, not good prepared. This politics thing is really awful. I just saw you and saw myself in a way.
Really? And he feel inspired a little bit.
Yes, I mean, I tried to hide it, but I was shaking a little before too, and only the other speeches encouraged me to step closer and then say what I wanted to say.
Okay, I will go there and say my piece right after that guy. And he points at Cage.
Yeah, haha. And she looks over to him.
Cage looks at you. You cannot read his expression. He seems.
She doesn't want it. Well, it was nice to meet you. We most likely will never see each other again because I will for sure get arrested after this shit. It was. Try to calm down after the event. Such a high blood pressure is not good for you.
Okay.
And don't forget, drink a little bit. Don't stay here.
He gives you a glass back and run inside.
Yeah.
And you just hear from the inside.
I wish I could heal him, but I can't. And she just takes the glass and turns around again.
You get to Grim, and he's like looking. What did you do?
Just told him to calm down because I relate to someone being nervous and feeling out of place.
Oh. You're too nice.
What? What?
You're too nice. We've never done this for you.
Yeah, that's the point. You shouldn't expect others to treat you nice. You should treat others like you would want to be treated. And she goes inside and brings the glass away.
And he just turns around while you walk away. You don't make profit like this.
I don't need to.
I do, and you're gonna work for me.
Maybe.
Yeah, we go back up. Unless there's anything you do.
No, but I would like to get a cup of tea.
Okay, go for it.
Because I also need something to drink.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello again!
Yeah,
Hello.
I'm going to the bathroom and then we can continue.
Okay.
Roman,
Progness.
I might have a friend invading here anytime soon just to drop alcohol because I live next to the student pub.
Mhm.
So I'll just literally be gone for about 30 seconds when she comes.
Yeah, but we.
Is it Matilda again?
Yes, it's Matilda.
We're still having fun. Break fun.
Hey, she's been scratching my back after scratch hers.
Mhm.
She helped me move in here. So
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
New friend met.
no, we
Old
went to
friend.
high school together.
Okay.
Long-time friend, yes.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the toilet and grab something to drink. Be right back.
I hope he's not grabbing something to drink in the toilet.
Dogs do that in cartoons.
Yes.
See, the thing you don't know is his fridge is in his bathroom.
Actually,
If it is,
No!
it didn't make sense.
disgusted.
Mel, you've been to his place.
I haven't been to his bathroom. The entire way to Munich I only peed once, and it was a terrible like.
Good.
And then I arrived at the hotel, and that was the best pee I've ever had. I refused to go to the toilet in other people's like house or restaurants or whatever. And on the way back, we had KFC, and I peed there as well. I like KFC.
KFC? Where?
And Martin didn't want KFC.
Oh.
When we had the road trip towards Munich, all the way from the Netherlands, we
Worst experience ever for Mel.
yeah, I was the only one who was able to drive,
Oh.
and we went in one way. I think I drove for 10 hours straight, and when I came there at the apartment, I was like,
I want to die inside.
and then I had to sleep alone because James isn't there the first night, and I was scared. I had my teddy bear with me. I was happy
And
about
the
that.
second night, you were basically also alone because James was so fucking hammered.
He was no, he passed out, and at 3 a.m. in the morning, he was like, "Hey, want sex?" And I was like, it was like, I don't know, 3 or
Mel-
4 a.m. in the morning.
Mel
And he
instantly
literally
awoke
woke
and
me.
was like,
No, I was like, what? I had no choice in this, but it was fine.
Sure, you had no choice in it. I swear Mel was like, yes.
That mean getting woken up when you barely had any sleep the night before because you were scared. Because there's a mirror in front of you in the place where you sleep, but you also don't want to sleep on the other side because the space is way too open and you have anxiety for open spaces in rooms like that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't great.
Yeah,
I was
but
very tired the next day as well because you know, sometimes
it takes a while.
it takes a fucking while.
I'm sorry, Mel, that I cannot drive because I just have
no worries.
I haven't been able to pick a moment to put in the time for a driver's license. Plus, I have a horrible reaction speed, so there might be even the point that they say like, even if I learn everything, it's like, nah, you're too slow. Fuck you.
Martin, do you not remember that I almost killed you like 2 meters away from the hotel because I didn't know that?
Oh yeah.
Apparently, if you get green light, the other way gets green light as well, and you have to wait for them. And oh my god, why would you do that? The Netherlands doesn't have that.
Well, the Netherlands doesn't have that in anywhere that doesn't have less than 100 people.
I don't even have traffic lights at my. There's no traffic lights at my home town.
Yeah, but like
what?
At least they're not like fucking gaslighting you with fake green lights.
Fake green lights?
The green lights for nature.
No,
what?
I mean the fucking green light we got on the road in Germany that gives you green light, and it's like, oh well, fuck you, no way. You still have a red light because other people are coming across because we don't design our.
I love that Oliver put on his
well.
cap for visitors.
Because we cannot program
No,
magnets in our roads.
I was really getting bothered by my hair doing this.
Oh, do you need a hairdresser date again?
Because it ain't no lie, baby. Die,
Because I don't have any wax in my hair.
Because you have a specific
now it's
lane
this.
to go to the left side.
As you
and
can
then
see,
you decide to give it
long.
no purpose whatsoever by just making it, oh, if they're coming from the other way and they're going straight, it doesn't matter. Then why does this traffic light exist anyway?
Nice. By the way, old Judo rolled in at 20.
Who?
Your high priest.
Nice.
He's a bad bitch, isn't it?
In a minute.
He's a
In a
convincing
minute,
little bastard.
he's gonna convince them to not vote for Seeker or something. I don't know.
I was gonna go for shut the fuck up.
I mean, he was like, basically, do you know how much more dead people we have since they're there? A lot.
Dragons killing people? Seekers killing people. Wait, dragons killing people? Seekers killing people?
You forgot
And
the,
that's
the
their
point we
motto.
all know. Seekers killing people with dragons.
Lovely.
Makes sense.
All
Mr.
right.
Orb.
So, the people that are spectating could see Tilia talking to Grim first, then heading over to Emberstead, handing him a glass of water, having a bit of conversation while he having a panic attack of some sort. Then he reaches a glass to her, and he runs in and disappears of you, and she goes back to Grim.
I
Sus.
swear it was just water.
Are you eating an entire block of cheese?
No.
I think there's
Bread.
bread under it.
Oh, okay. I was like, it looked like an entire block of cheese. I was like, that's a very Dutch thing to do.
Alright, Mel, are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. Nobody steps up. You see the Seeker person stands there the whole time, seemingly considering what he wants to say.
Wouldn't Atari know Cage because of Lydia? It's just a question. Since he knew Sophia.
Yeah, she knows who. She knows who is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bitch. Waddle.
Alright, you take the stage. The crowd just looks at each other and wondering why are you getting up for the second time.
I'm so sorry for coming up again, but seeing my other half's brother kind of threw me off a bit and made me less focused on the point I wanted to get across. And like I said before, my other half got brutally murdered by the leader of the Seekers, and I thought our paths were ending there. However, her soul was being held by him, the greater evil we were talking about before, the greater evil all the clergies have been talking about. My god, Kalimfor himself, gave me the option to save her, which I did. The pure and young woman who died too early and got resurrected, who got driven into insanity, into the darkness with him, and who was made to betray her friends, getting one of them killed in the process. All of this was I couldn't do anything for her. I could only spectate and sometimes give her bits of hope that everything would be alright. Her soul seemed to be lost forever. But thanks to Kalimvor, I am here now and I managed to save her. And the reason I am here today in the Trident is to bring justice to your world and to clear her name. To make her death mean something. As I throw my other paper away because I have another one for me. Out of all the points we had here today, most of us can agree that the Seekers are dangerous to the world. Maybe not all of them, because some of them got forced into it as a child. Many of them got forced into it because they showed simple signs of magic. Innocent magic that can't harm anyone, but is seen as dangerous because it's different. But why is there almost an entirely magical organization who so desperately want to get more power, where in theory there is nothing they need for power, they need to protect us, right? And as the previous speaker, Tilia, stated, I feel like there should be an investigation before you truly give an answer. And if they do get the power they want, what will they do next? What if their god if our gods are not enough for them, and the people who have an actual saying in the world, or have an actual voice to speak with, like us, all of us here. What if they want to go for someone like us again and again and again? And who will protect us when our seekers seem to turn against us? Who will protect us? And I'm gonna wobble off the stage.
Would you write? Would you want to reroll? Your
I don't
persuasion?
know. Does my other one stay? Keep staying. I can't. You're not speaking for me.
Do you want to
I can.
reroll or not?
Feel like my 20 is already great. And I feel like if I'm just gonna take my luck low.
It is up to you.
Lucas.
If you want advice,
Yeah?
I would not reroll because you can only go at 20 and everything else would go worse.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I mean, the percentage of getting worse is so much higher.
Yes, I will say it. Let us say it that. It was just to, I don't know, not sound like a spoon in front of so many people.
Do it.
Absolutely not. Only
You're still at Mr. Awful's role I've ever seen unless you punch someone of the other members.
All right. Oh, the people that
Wait,
are
wait,
here.
1 sec. Yeah, no, I got the advice I wanted.
Okay. In that case, you get off the stage. Looking around, the crowd looks among themselves, looking for the next contender. You see that the Emberstead starts wobbling and shaking, making his way to the carpet, and then gets up. Huh? Okay. He looks around, and in a very shaky and nervous voice, he... my name is Billy Emberstead, and I think the Seekers should not be permitted to be deciding here. He seems completely out of place, not belonging here whatsoever. I apologize. I just don't let them in, okay? Good. And he gets up.
There goes our chance.
No, you don't know. He's the vote that we need.
Good.
So it's good to know on which side he is on, because
Okay.
it's 5 versus 4, because the Seekers are not allowed to vote yet. So it's 9 people voting.
The next one to take the stage is the woman that spoke against Atari. She walks slowly, majestically over the carpet. Looking around, giving a look to Celia and Cornelius, and then over to the Seekers. And she gets wide. No. And she gets in the middle. Standing there, Looking around, the crowd waits in anticipation until she speaks again. And then she looks towards to Atari, directly in the eyes, and smiles at you.
If my pupils could turn into middle fingers, they would right now. I'm giving it a resting bitch face as well.
Alex, if Tilia does that, then you need to decide because I wasn't sure.
Or you can speak first because I don't think she would be very fast. I mean, she would also want to listen and occasionally just stop and listen to what
Look
I
at
say.
Atari and smiles. Visitors from other worlds. Isn't that lovely? And they walk among us, belonging to clergies. What's next? Clergies will give refuge to arcane users. We all remember what happened 30 years ago. Our loved one died. Our brethren suffered. Mages are dangerous. They are out of control. And without proper education, they are a threat not only to themselves, but to their loved ones. People need protection. And there is no one better at protecting the people than the Seekers. Their expertise and support over the years, first founded by my grandmother, and then supported by my mother, and now by me. The Wildmoors always supported the Seekers, and the Seekers never disappointed. Some of you might have lost people, yes. Some of you know somebody that was lost in a battle while running away, defying authority. But what are we without authority anyway? Just a bunch of animals. Just like my colleague, Miss Edelsteel said. We need protection, and we need guidance, and we need their expertise in that matter. I am for the Seekers, like my mother and my grandmother before me. And so should you be. She takes a gentle bow and gets up. As she comes across Hall, Hall goes there, takes the stage. The Wildmoors done so much for our kingdom. They gave us jobs. They gave us security. They supported families in difficult times, reaching far and wide over all of Enosh. And if the head of the family thinks that the Seekers are to be permitted in, and that we need their expertise, then I trust in their decision. The Halls are with the Seekers as well. Thank you for your attention.
Do you know those people who copy Wikipedia entries and try to make it sound a little bit different? That's the vibe I got from it. Like, you know, when someone reads their homework in class, you're like, I read it on Wikipedia.
Wait, hold on a minute. That's plagiarism.
Yeah.
F.
Don't oof us.
Nat won that shit.
That was clearly with disadvantage, right? Oh, he's just nodding.
I did.
Oh.
Sir is clearly a bard and is also a birth 13 on persuasion.
All of them are bards.
Yeah.
No.
Professional politicians or bards.
Oh my god, that would be such a fun D&D campaign.
You have to sing your speech. And it has to remind a song that already exists.
It has to
It
rhyme.
needs to be a
Hey,
haiku.
hey, I just
You
met
go-
you,
you
and
go,
this is
"I am a
crazy.
creature
Please don't vote for the
of the
Seekers because you're a mad baby. Woo! I'm done.
And with that, it concludes all the families and all the creditors to speak. Till as you make your way past the Seekers, you see Desmond Wolf just follows you for a little bit until he continues listening to the speech of the Wildmore. Mina just smiles and she waves.
Yep. No, there's no like a smile, like just a polite smile on her
And
face,
then
but there's no wave.
Sophia sees your face. And
Yeah, she would like to do that. It's just like,
Give
and
her
you just
the
hear
double
like,
birds.
and you just hear like fucking undead. Ah.
You just go, magic.
Some people rather stay dead.
You pull the fucking Star Lord. I know Chris Pine's a piece of shit, but you crank it.
You can't in public. Like, but yeah,
You
it
could
smells a
apply
little bit
some
like
lips.
undead.
You could apply some
Until-
lips.
until you reach Atari. Do you want to do it here or in Secret Whispers?
Do you want to do it in front of everyone?
Okay.
Well, I would like to go to Secret Whispers.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Hi,
I'll respect the
bye.
decisions. All right. Hello.
Ooh. Hello, Mel.
Hello.
Enjoying yourself so far?
Am I getting judged?
No, you're not getting judged.
Nobody
Quite the
is getting
opposite.
You see Tilly approaching, making her way around and eventually reaching you. Tilly, you see from across, Amberly just makes a few steps before Doran catches her.
And she goes closer, like obviously not entering the area of the tent or the purple thing.
Is this a hint for me to go out?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. I would take the hint.
Just
So
like
I'm not
a step
stupid.
more into her direction.
Apparently, do I have intelligence? I have intelligence first.
Do I have intelligence? And she just
I
she's
do not know, do you?
Actually, no. I have a -1. I have wisdom.
You are wise. You understand the common.
I understand.
and she looks like Atari. You've done very well.
Yes. I don't know if it's enough. You did well too.
I don't know either, but at least we tried our best. She looks at her. There's some things happened, and if I don't get arrested, and the Seekers like it doesn't matter if they win or not. For that regard, if you could promise me to listen to what I have to say to you on the next occasion we meet. Just talk before you judge me or anything. That would be that would mean a lot to me. You know we are on the same page in a way.
I feel dumb now. Did you just tell me to listen to you when you told me to not do something? Is that what you meant?
No,
Uh,
to talk
She meant
to
like
her.
when you meet again, if there would be a way to talk just for the two of them, no matter what happens in the meantime.
Oh, like
Give
that.
her a chance to explain things.
Mm-hmm. I don't think they will arrest you.
Hmm.
I mean, they can try.
I will not resist, like I said.
I think your friends will. If they get the chance.
I hope they won't. Doesn't matter. And she just like there's just a quick glance over to the high priest, and then she's like, I have someone else to talk to. Stay strong, you did well.
If there's anything that goes wrong or something happens during the Trident, please try to get out. I feel like this is not gonna be the end of it by a long shot.
They didn't have a chance to speak yet. We will see. And she like takes a big step over the purple carpet and walks further down to the Zoom tent. But also doesn't enter the like she does it with all clarities.
As she bunny hops over the carpet.
Mhm.
I will whisper a quick good luck. I don't know if you can hear
And she
it,
just
but
like thanks.
Where are you going?
To the Zoom tent.
Okay.
do I go away then?
Yes.
Okay, bye.
Good
Bye.
Okay.
Hi, Roman!
Hi. You approach. Amberly looks at you a little bit sad.
She also looks sad. And guilty and remorseful in a way. She just looks at her and looks at Doran. Sorry.
We counted on you.
I'm still here.
Yes. You still fulfilled your duty. But you could have spoken to me first.
I've been at the temple. I saw how busy you were. I took so much of your time and I can no longer enter the temple. Anyway.
Why not? What did you do?
Nothing.
Is he in control of you again?
No.
I'll get him out.
No, he's not. Amberly, calm down. Don't cause a commotion. I found out something. And I'm pretty sure I will be able to tell you after all of this. But if you believe me, that's on a different page. But no matter what happens, I wanted you to know that I'm very grateful for all you did for me. The whole clarity of so.
We are still your home. Do not.
Not. Can ask is also for you to listen. But maybe after this is over, I don't know how it will end. Just stay close to Doran, please. He will protect you. And she also looks. I assume Rances is also there.
Rances is on the side.
Also looking at him and bowing a little. Thank you for everything.
Whatever you do, be safe.
Like she doesn't want to start a topic in public with all of the people around, and and then like Amberly never asked what exactly Philia would say, so she never planned on framing him for being a greater evil. Anyway, that was never her plan, not before, not after. And then she just turns around like, "Stay safe."
You too.
And then she walks back, like, oh no, I need to pass them again.
Mhm.
But yeah, then we can turn back up.
Yeah. Alright.
Mhm.
Mina just waves again.
It's like she just smiles a little bit
You,
wider.
you see Desmond looking a bit to the side and grins a little bit, and then looks at you.
And
gets
there's just
serious.
like there's like a soft wave from her hand, like when she passed like the hand here behind her, like
He has a grin on his face, and then he looked at Mina and looked at you, and then the grin disappears.
oh, he grins when he sees her coming closer, and then stops grinning when he sees Mina waving at her. Do I make it worse?
I don't know. Do you?
Yes. Yes, she gonna pass and just like not stopping but slowing down a little, looks at Mina. Thank you again for encouraging me. And nods and then walks further.
She said, "Of course, anytime."
Nice new hair color.
Thank you. Had to be dressed for the occasion.
You color your hair? Okay. She's like, just walks further back there. Back to Grim, if he's still there.
Grim stands there, but currently having a corn dog and a wine on his hand. But however, he's not that far out. He would have been like here, not that far out. All right, let's go back up.
Yeah.
Acheron?
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck it's called in English. It's just like an anti-itchy.
Yeah, anti-itchies.
Those of you who are sitting up and looking at whatever happening, as the announcement goes that the families are done speaking, you a little bit before, you see as Tilia passes through, going by the Seekers, and it seems like the woman next to Desmond Wolf just waves at her. And she continues and speaks to Atari, and then continues and speaks to Doran and Umberly. Then makes her way back, slowing down next to the Seekers, as the woman politely smiles at her and waves at her again. And
Not Sophia. Not Sophia.
Not Sophia.
It's the other woman.
I was about to say, the fuck you want, B?
And she goes back to Grim. Now that everybody is done speaking. Cage, that was patiently standing there, waiting for his turn. Take the stage.
Reminds me so much of this intense role situation back in his office in Maustad. We don't know about an orb.
There is no war in Bossing Say.
I swear I shit my pants in that convo. That was... Yeah. Fun moment.
Before he starts, anything that Flint or Roshaya do?
Keep observing the surroundings and make sure that... Well, I'm aware of what direction everything is going in.
Okay. You keep it.
Flint understands the brevity of the situation and is going to stand up and make his way to one of the walkways down to prepare himself to speak when it is opened to civilians.
Okay. And so, while Roshaya, you see Flint going down into the walkway and disappearing from view. Cage looks around. People of Hadar. People of Enosh. Some of you know me, some of you don't. For those who see me for the first time, I am the captain of the Seekers from Maustad. Dieter Cage. And he looks.
If anyone boos him in my vicinity, I'm punching them in the gut.
Nobody boos.
Good.
At this point, people are having a decision to make and getting more relaxed and not relaxed, but calm and focused, concentrated. He looks towards the clergies. First to Soon, then Kalimvor, then Oratis. I come here with news from Maustad. A few weeks ago, we sent a call for help because our own were not enough. Something was causing the people to disappear in the woods around the city. Some brave warriors agreed to investigate and seemingly found the source of that problem. Ever since, we had no people being abducted or disappearing, more than the usual robbery. However, we started an investigation in which we tried to get to the bottom of all this. Why did it happen? He looks, and from his shirt he gets a small briefcase. No, not a briefcase, like paper case. Here are our findings. We found that Sophia Wolf over there was...
Wait, you said wolf?
I did.
Oh, fuck.
Fucking whore.
Überraschung.
Guys, let him finish speaking.
Sophia Wolf over there was in fact cooperating with something or someone causing this unfortunate incident. The group that found and stopped her reported that she was dead, but yet look at her standing there all across the room, across the room, no, arena, area, sorry. I got lost in my thought. I'm here to speak against accepting the Seekers into the ranks.
I knew he was trustworthy! Fucking hell!
Not because I don't trust the Seekers, but I don't trust our leadership. And when there is a commotion within us, we cannot be of a benefit to this realm. The clergies are telling the truth. There is something above and beyond. And my suspicion is he is behind it. And he pointed Desmond Wolf.
I would definitely go. Yeah, 100%.
Go upstairs again? Or like up to the thing again? Or...
No, she would nod her head.
Oh, okay.
Things like that cannot be allowed to rule. And I might lose my job. And my body might be found somewhere in the sewers. But do not do this mistake. And he leaves. And he gets out and does not go to the Seekers. Standing next to the tent of the Embassy.
Flint tries to start a applause.
You went down though.
Well, no, I haven't entered it yet.
Okay.
I'm still like at the stands because I think they would have like a
Yeah.
gate to let the final people speak and then open the gate to have people approach. So I'm still within the civilian district. I'm going to start and try and start a applause and get the crowd riled up.
You start applauding and some people start and then it dies down real quickly. It's not... Or you know what? Roll persuasion. Let's see.
Oh, I was okay with it not filling that. What is my persuasion?
We can clap as well.
0. 16.
Yeah, you see the crowd picking up. Not too long, but it spreads out and then stops.
Enough of it.
Mhm.
Satisfied.
Wait, since Atari and I can't do that. Can I look at Desmond while he does this speech? I want to see that reaction also of Sophia, because sweet fucking bitches.
You see,
I kind of want to quote "sweet fucking bitch."
you see that the speech definitely caught him by surprise. He was not expecting to be betrayed from his ranks.
I'm like, somewhere Locke is like, this is how it feels to get backstabbed.
Okay. He captures his composure and starts walking towards the stage. Gets up. Didn't they say they have shadows around them? And the crowd starts whispering among themselves. And now one of the ranks, one of their own ranks, confirms that something going with his daughter. Yeah, can it wait, Alex? Good. He's getting on the stage and his presence is felt. Even though all the accusations against him, he stands there, proud, confident. A mask on his right side, blue eye. You've heard a lot of arguments for and against accepting us. You heard rumors that I am somehow enveloped by shadows. One of our own betrayed us and accused my daughter, right over there, alive and well, in treason. Isn't that treason itself? This will be dealt with, definitely. Magic is dangerous. I can confirm that. It doesn't mean people need to get hurt because of it. The Seekers are not here to capture people and kill them. We are here to capture potential threats to lives and prevent them. The Seekers were found by the Wildmoors, together with me, in order to create order, so that the Arcane Circle and the incident of the wrongdoing does not happen again. And for 30 years, we did our job. Some means maybe questionable. I agree. But in order to create order, you have to enforce it first. We are the enforcers. And we have experience. And when threats from outside will come, and they will come, we will be there to protect the people. If it was for me, the clergies would have to be re-educated as well. They enjoy too much freedom, walking around and thinking they're better than any of us. One of them even unsummoned a horse right outside this place. Arrogant, isn't it? Unjust, I would say. While our friends and families are being forced to be re-educated and integrated into the Seekers, the clergies enjoy such freedom, roaming around, killing our own ranks. Assisting criminals escape. Releasing potential threats into the world. All we did is serve the people. We were a necessity. And we are a necessity. Take it as it is. Make your considerations. And decide. And whatever you decide, the Seekers will always serve. And he gets up. Silence falls. Everybody having their consideration. Not even the family heads or the clergy speak. The speaker comes out again. We've heard the clergies. We've heard the great families. We heard from the Seekers themselves. It is now your turn, the people of Enosh. If you have something to say, if you have an opinion, speak it out, or accept the fate that is chosen. Whoever wants to speak, please go down and stand in front of the door. You will be permitted one by one. As he
Clips
All right.
is removing the tabard of Kellamvor.
Mm-hmm.
Not tossing it to the side, but laying it over one of the rails.
Yep.
And we'll move towards the stage.
Before
with
you
his...
before you go down, a guy that you sat next to him notices you and like takes off his jacket and throws it to you. If you're gonna speak, you probably should not look like that.
What kind of jacket is it?
It's a normal jacket for him, but he is a human, so it would be like until the boots for you. It's a brown. It's a little bit tethered to the side, but it's a brown leather jacket. I mean, it smells a little bit, but
How unfitting does it look compared to the rest of my garb?
it is better than what you're wearing right now.
I'll throw it over. Thank you. Let's hope this goes well.
Yes.
Imagine he's thinking that I'm going to go and speak for the Seekers. Instead of against them, he's like, wait, no, hold on.
I had the same idea, Franz.
Flint will...
Please undress first before you continue speaking.
Flint will put on the coat.
Yep. You see a few more people go down.
And push his way down.
Few people go to the stage and speak about how the Seekers took their loved ones and they never saw them again. The others say that they basically saved him and gave him purpose.
These common folk in their, unknowingness of how to talk to people.
Yeah. And then eventually, Flint, your turn comes.
Flint will step up to the stage.
Yep.
Turn and look at the crowd. Look across the houses. A moment fixing upon... Is Tilly out right now?
Tilly is standing next to Cage.
There's a moment where he gives a nod of recognition towards Thilia, towards Atari,
She nods and smiles back at him.
towards the House of the Seekers, and then towards the king.
Mm-hmm.
Looks at him directly.
Yep. He looks back at you.
Ladies, gentlemen, and all other who identify otherwise. Turns back. Members of the noble houses within Hadar. And those of the clergy of gods, whoever they may be. And of course, turns back to the king, His Majesty himself.
He just bows a little back.
I stand here today, not as a noble, not as even a servant of these houses who represent Hadar. Not even a member of the clergy, whoever they may be. Though the gods exist, and I know that, I have had very little interaction with them. Can only hope that they hear our prayers here today. I speak, and he turns his back to the king, to look upon the crowd. I speak for the civilians, for the peasants, for the common folk, for the workers, not only of Hadar, but of Enosh itself. We are what makes this kingdom great. We are what gives it power. And now I look upon you. You are here today. Many of you from Hadar, but so many more that you need to represent from all of Enosh. To speak for those who cannot be here, who cannot bring their voice, who cannot convince those who wish to have their own voices heard. I am Flint, I hail from Yernig. I have no noble blood. I have no connection to anything higher. I am an orphan. I was raised by somebody who was kind enough to take me and my siblings in. And I watched back then the Seekers appear every few years, take away my siblings because they had an ounce of magic. A little bit. I understand what happened with the wrongdoing back then. I myself have no love for the craft of magic. But we are now allowing an entire group to stand there and judge each and every one of us because of a little bit of power that's in our blood, instead of allowing any of us to use it for good. Sure, there may be evil. We've seen it with the wrongdoing. Dragons attack, they burned homes, they burned cities. I'm sure enough people can tell you, ooh, me grandma and me grandpappy told me stories of when the dragons burnt down our city. Fine, it happened. But them claiming that they are protecting us from going down the exact same path is wrong in itself. What do? They take our brothers, our sisters, our wives, our husbands, our daughters, our sons, our children, those related to us with an ounce of magic. And there is not anyone within this bleeding crowd that can stand here and say, I support the Seekers 100%, knowing that there is a possibility that whoever they raise may bring that bit of magic into their bloodline, which would not only have their child taken away, but them themselves searched. And this is only the beginning. While Atari, representing the clergy of Kellenbor, speaks against the Seekers, while Philia, representing the House of Grimm, also says the same. You have those pro-Seeker houses. You have Catherine of House Aladsteel, who stands behind them 100%. You have Desmond Wolfe himself protecting his own sister, when you have somebody within his ranks saying people went there, people saw what happened, things that may happen again. Protecting magic just because they are able to control it does not give them a free pass, and now they are standing here saying they protect us all, and perhaps it's the clergies that are wrong. The clergies are misusing their power. That's just pointing fingers. If magic should be allowed, it should be allowed for all. And sure, we can put boundaries and lectures and schools and such into place, scholars willing to teach the young. But that doesn't mean they have to be pried away from the loving hands of their families and raised among these seekers. Those wishing even take away the magic of those following a holy force, a divine force which we know, which is now apparently being attacked. Those are rumours. As much as the rumours that Desmond Wolfe himself is being followed by shadows, has a demon that he speaks to. But let's all put that aside for a second. We are here, well protected in the walls, in Enosh. But I'm sure many of you have relatives outside. I hail from Germany. A couple decades ago, we were attacked by a band of roaming gnolls. It burnt our home to the ground, to the point where I returned a couple weeks ago from adventuring, helping those in need, and find that the city is all but abandoned. The mines have been closed because they're scared of gnoll attacks. You go to the Darkskill Mountains, you hear the same. We have attacks on our bleeding civilian folk, on our citizens. And you're standing here worried about, are the Seekers getting in or are they not? People are suffering. And they're suffering because we are taking away the hands that are able to fight and work. It doesn't matter if they can use magic. Perhaps they could even help us. The wrongdoing, that's centuries ago. If you want to control the use of magic, if you want to help the citizens of your own bleeding country without falling to ruin and chaos, you will take the error we have made with the use of magic and you will educate. You will not condone, you will not enslave, you will not imprison and kill. You will use them to your advantage. And now I speak to you, your majesty. I am a simple, humble civilian, a servant for you. A worker. I've worked in mines, I've worked in fields, I've travelled, I've protected innocent lives on the roads. Go, ask your guards, ask your commanders, where are innocent people being attacked? And what can you do about it? It is not stopping more people from being able to show what they can do. You have people arrested, slaughtered in the streets of Iman Hadar for using an ounce of magic protecting themselves. You, right here, have the possibility to reforge your empire. Rebuild, send help to those outlying cities. Otherwise, they will no longer be. And when the mines stop, the fields stop, the fishing stops, all you'll have is these cities. And when they do, that's all you'll have. Cities, fortresses. No one to feed them. No one to protect them. It is important right here, right now. You protect your own, and we, the people, protect you. Not the Seekers. They're just taken away and giving power to their own. They may overturn you. They're seizing power more and more. They have magic. You only have the word of your common folk. You only have the respect. You may now earn the respect of your people once more. Thank you for giving me this time. And he will step away from the stage.
Yeah, fully applaud. It was surprisingly well from Flint with valid arguments.
People hear the claps and start clapping again, getting out of their feet and start cheering. What? In a roar, everybody starts just standing still, and it goes for a while.
On his way back to his stand,
Mhm.
he will once again look at Desmond Wolf and Sophia. Give a nod.
He nods back.
Pass Atari. Give him the nod.
Not in a very big smile / grin.
The Grims and Thilia.
Mhm.
A much lower nod.
You while you're walking, people just...
But Philia just stands there.
And he will head back to the stands, but heading towards one of the exits, close enough where, if need be, he can just fucking get out.
You get out and you see the people that stood there and wanted to speak just clap at you and just start following you instead. Just patting you on the back.
Yeah, this is like the second
You will
revolution.
get a lot of free ale in the city from now on.
No, he needs to get the fuck out. He was recognized. But yeah, no, he will go and sit by the closest seat next to an exit, so he can just get out if he needs to.
Yeah. Roshaya,
And
from
that's
your
it.
seat, you see Flint leaving, bowing to everyone, including Desmond Wolf, who bows back. Looking at him, he whispers something to Mina as she starts walking forward. The woman that was with him.
Can I finally have this thing now?
Yes, before that, Secret Whispers.
I mean, well, yeah, there's no one close by that could hear it from the players.
I mean,
Maybe
we can
we're
still
fine.
do it here if you want.
No, we can go down.
Okay. Be right back.
Then I'm gonna get some cookies and some water.
Okay. Hello.
Hi again.
Hi.
Sorry, because if you do all the others, I might forget until the next session what I wanted to say, so I want to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Any?
While Desmond speaks. No, you wait. You listen to Desmond, right? And then you speak to Kate.
No, she made her way there as soon as he came over.
Okay. Well, he stands there, and Desmond goes and takes the stage. Meanwhile, he stands there, a little bit out of breath. The consequences, the thought of the consequences catching up to him.
Yeah, she would look at it. She would whisper, but my microphone doesn't pick it up,
Yeah,
so
that's
please
fine.
have it in mind. You did well. I know how it feels if you go up there and point out consequences.
I wish you never ran away. We could have worked on it together.
We didn't trust you because we thought you're one of them, but
I didn't know who to trust either.
welcome to that club. She looks at them. I trust you now. I don't know if any of us gets out of this unharmed, but you are right. He has also an orb, or at least two. He is a former member of the Arcane Circle.
And you see shock on his face.
His real name is Duran White.
This cannot. And he starts speaking while you're having the conversation. Desmond speaking while you're having the conversation.
Yeah, and she's just like, trying to glance over. I don't have proof, otherwise I would bring it up, but I couldn't. I found it in a magical, all-knowing fucking book in the library here. It's gone now.
Then let's out him, even the smallest doubt. If he has an orb, maybe he has a ton.
As
Make
far
him
as
empty
I
his
know,
pockets. And
I don't
is about
know
to
if
start
I
walking.
have enough authority to do so.
Let's wait until they're done speaking.
And she looks at him. Like I said, I have no proof. It could end in a terrible disaster.
More than it already is. I'll take
No.
the chance.
Yes, I think we are allowed to go together. Doran was with Umberly.
Yes. But first, let the people speak. Maybe they need to hear it from their own as well.
They do. I just wanted to let you know, so it's a little bit of trust bonus for you risking your life.
I would have done it anyway.
Trust them. See you in the skewers then.
Okay.
And we can go up again.
Yep.
Sorry for the secret whispers. So much.
Are you going before Mina goes up?
He looks at,
One more time.
Are you?
would he?
He starts walking.
Yeah, she follows.
Would you try to beat her? Speed.
Beat her. Punch her in the face.
She
Punch her.
She has to. If she has to, she runs.
Okay, roll initiative.
What?
I rolled a 2. What did you roll?
I rolled an 18
Okay.
plus
You
whatever.
go first. You go. You speak first. You get there first.
She waits also for Cage following though.
Yeah, the two of you go. It was just to see who gets there first.
Excuse me for getting up again.
Before you speak, all of you see as Talia and Cage go to the stage together. Flint, you get out and look in there, and you see Talia and Cage together on the stage.
Yep.
And she looks at Cage and is like, "Let me dig my," before she's like, "Let me dig my hole deeper." Excuse me for interrupting again. Also, like Atari did before, there's things that have changed, and things I mentioned before that I don't have proof for, but I was reassured that it's worth mentioning. She looks at Cage. We met before. We were the ones fighting the evil in Maustad. We were the ones defeating, and she points at Sophia, this woman. We saw her dead, and then she was done. She was away. She was not in a state of being easily brought back at all. And when we met, until further investigation, and I just hope that Cage still has the fucking letter he had with Sophia, we found out she was in possession of a highly magical item that former belonged to the Arcane Circle itself, that caused all of this. And knowing fully well that some of the Seekers are not corrupted by a magic item or by power, I came here to speak again. There's further accusations to be made. Until my investigation, and I have very few people who can confirm, and I beg you to investigate it, the man that calls himself Desmond Wolf is not Desmond Wolf. He is a former member of the Arcane Circle. I know it's a heavy accusation to be made, but even if there's the slightest doubt that this man who was there, who formed the most powerful magic organization from nothing, is also the one that corrupted another magic organization and caused all this. Even if you believe him to 99%, this 1% is too dangerous to ignore, and I beg you, all of you, please look into this. Also, she catches her breath for a moment. We, furthermore, are very sure that he also holds one of these items. And we sadly also know that these items has to be held up close. We don't know how a Seeker at all, and she points back at Sophia, should ever have such a thing while it should be put somewhere safe. We found it in the middle of a ritual, an ancient one, to summon greater evil. Can you imagine what damage such a person would cause? Affiliated with the head of the Seekers, a powerful mage with the item that once caused destruction, and an evil being connected into all of this. It's too dangerous to ignore. Please don't ignore this.
While you speak already, people start raising questions and like mumbling among themselves, and you see the clergies, like Doran in particular, just looking at the Seekers and the Desmond Wolves.
There's a Roshaya.
Hmm?
Oh, there's a Roshaya.
Mm-hmm. I don't know where
Could I steal you to Secret Whispers for a moment?
Yes.
Thank you.
Please don't shoot me in.
Hello.
You don't know how much I've been shitting my pants this session. It's the ice thing, man. It's the ice thing. Ah! Okay. He seems to. It looks like he's casting something.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a guard near me? I forget where I was sitting.
This is the closest one. And there's another one, all the way down.
Fuck.
What are you doing?
Whilst
Like, you don't have to decide now.
yeah.
Just
Yeah, no. Whilst since it looks like he's casting something. Who's sitting next to him again? It's the kid.
the kid, and on the other bench is the man.
Yeah. What is the man? The father? Does he seem to be occupied, or is he looking at the kid a bunch?
He's looking forward to whatever happening.
Yeah. I'm just gonna quietly nudge the kid.
He looks at you. Yes.
I'm gonna point towards Desmond. I wonder what he's doing right now.
Hmm?
I wonder what he's doing right now.
Okay.
Doesn't it look like he's doing something?
He looks moving his hands under his robe, something like that. I don't know. I mean, I move my hands too. Look. The kid doesn't know magic.
Who's next to me on the other side?
The man that tried to help you when your sink was burning. With the sleeve currently off.
Okay. Fuck! I hate this so much. Why do I have to play a character that thinks so much before she does anything? If I was playing like David or something, Dave would just go, "Hey, yo, what the fuck is that man doing?"
yo, what this motherfucker doing?
That's look kind of magical. That looks kind of suspicious. Those hands moving. So shy.
I mean, you notice it's probably casting something, but it might be just moving his hands. It's far to say. You cannot be sure.
I want to try and pull a flint, but at the same time, no. I'm just gonna lean slightly over, maybe catch the attention of the guy sitting next to me. Just stare at it. It's like,
yes,
those are weird hand movements. That's just whatever he was doing with his hands. It looked weird. Like,
I mean, he just moves his hands. I mean, he's been called out on time. He's probably nervous.
Fair enough. And then, like I said, if something happens to Thylia, I'm going to be prepared to run straight down. If something happens to me, because those eyes look very... I'm going to look towards Desmond and just, once again, think... Those were very similar looking eyes. What does Desmond react in any way? Does what he's doing change?
He's currently looking directly at you from the distance, while you hear that laugh in your head. Things are about to go down.
I'm gonna be ready to jump off the side of the wall. I'm not gonna do it yet, but I'm gonna be ready to do it.
You're on my side, Voidbringer. Wisdom saving throw. Wanna do it in roll 20 just for fun?
No!
Yeah, it's fine. Roll yours. No, roll yours. Do you want to still roll it in roll 20 just to mess with them?
I don't trust roll 20, that's my issue.
Yeah, I understand. But you can just roll for fun.
Fuck it, we'll do it, okay? The roll 20 save. It's a 12.
You fail.
I should have just walked away when I thought about it immediately.
Like before, you feel purpose, feel led, and you feel like you want to kill the king. Or at least attack.
Am I forced to do it? Or can I resist it?
One wisdom save with disadvantage.
I'm not trusting Roll20 for this. Where the steampunk dice, those are usually lucky for me.
I want to see the roll, man. Is it possible?
Yeah. It's gonna be a bit difficult to see.
It's fine. Come on.
I don't have an inspiration.
What did you roll? Is it a net 1?
It's a 2.
It's a 2 in IFL. You try to resist and you hear his voice in your head. You are the only Voidbringer left. You are serving me. I made you. Now fulfill your duty. Attack the king. Attack the king.
How far away is the king?
He is not in your vision currently. You have to get closer. Or around. And then you can see how far he is. It's 2 to scale.
And now I have to do it. Zoom.
Yes.
Where is he sitting? Over. I'm not gonna ping, but the little red throne.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I have to go?
Well, you are sitting all the way up. You have to go the stairs and then in either at the edge and then just, or go around and until he is in your vision.
How much control of my body do I have?
You are enough to make tactic. You don't have to be in direct straight line to shoot him. You don't have to like look at me, I'm shooting him. No,
I have to attack him.
You have to fulfill the mission to the best of your capabilities. In your expertise, like stealthy or stuff like that.
Yeah. Where? Because there were multiple ropes going down, right? Like banner type things, right?
Yes.
From the sides.
Mm-hmm. You see the pictures of each house. It's basically banners. It's just I didn't know how to put them. Those are banners that are going down the road, the rope, the down.
Okay, so if I go over to like the northern side where the blue house is, or towards that side, I should be able to eventually see him in line of sight.
Yes. You can slowly start moving your characters the way you would have gone. I will be tracking it, and
yeah, because like I was just gonna say, because my plan is one of the following. Rashaya's not getting unless I cannot do anything against getting arrested or getting my ass killed. I'm either jumping off the side of the wall, or I'm using the scroll of I assume is Dimension Door, since it's been called the scroll of get the fuck out of here.
You also notice that magic works. There's nothing blocking it.
Magic works.
Yes. How did he speak to you telepathically?
In that case, how aware of what I am doing am
You
I?
are completely aware, but you have.
You have to do it.
Yes.
Okay.
You can do it to your like.
Okay.
You're an expert in doing stuff. You should do it to the best of your ability.
In that case, I want to try and sneak away.
Mm-hmm.
How would I do this? Because it's the little things, and then I can go up.
Yeah.
So what I want to basically do, is pass without trace,
Mm-hmm.
and mask myself as much as possible.
Okay.
The issue is, no matter how I walk, I will be seen.
There is a lot of crowd currently standing
Yeah.
and clapping. Well.
Yeah, just like pass without trace and just glide through the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm basically gonna find a spot where I can just try to snipe him with the arrow.
Okay.
And then I'm just scroll and then. How far away does the scroll take me?
500 feet.
It's 500 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So that could take
So
me.
to the plus minus from where you are to the edge of the house where you were with the fireflies. Hmm?
Because then I would TP to there.
Okay.
Okay, I'll start moving and I'll message you when I shoot and then thing.
All right. Roll me stealth just to know.
Yeah, this one not with disadvantage.
Yes.
I rolled 15 plus 13, 28.
38.
If I can cast past 38.
Yeah, 38.
Okay.
All right.
We go up.
Yes.
No,
God, that
I
was
guess
way
I'm
too
out
long,
then.
guys.
When the entire Ukraine thing happened, her mom is like, "Yeah, no, come back to Canada," and I'm like, "Well, my things run out. I can't come back to Canada because it's expensive." She's like, "Hold on, I give you permission to marry my daughter so you can come back to Canada." And Kelsey's like, "I'm okay with it."
Okay. So after Thilia done speaking, Gage just supports her claims that they indeed have this letter. He gets it out. It's signed by him, by Desmond Wolf. They are indeed working on it together. And if he has one, he should show it. Your Majesty, please enforce that. As the Wildmore woman intervenes. We are not here to accuse anyone. If we want to put this man on a trial, then we should do that after we decided. First, let's make our decisions. Afterwards, put anybody else on the spot. Yeah.
Thilia would but reply to that and say again, "This is fine, but there was information you should all know about before making your decision." And she's like, "You're not having last word, bitch," moment.
What are you expecting us to do right now?
Who's talking?
Still her?
Looks at them. "I know you all said you want a decision now, but I don't see any reason why this is under a time pressure manner. Even if you don't vote against them, if there's a possibility of delay, do it. But I think there are enough reasons for being against it.
If so, let's take a vote.
Can I go down again?
Mhm.
Oh.
Cage goes down with you.
She goes a little bit more in, like, between, like, a little bit far away from just the man she just accused of being someone else.
All right. As the silence falls, the king gets up. It is the moment of choice. Right now. Clergies, families, people. It is up to you to decide. Amberly gets up, gets closer. We are against. Kalimvor, could you please tell them we are against?
Okay, same as the other. Clergy will step up a bit. We are also against. I will say calmly. Did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Winteress goes and says, oops. We are against. Oh shit, it's Whiterest. Valkin steps in and says, we are for. Edelsteel gets up and says, we are for. Hull gets up. We are for. Wildmore votes. We are for. Grim gets out and says, we are against. Billy Edelsteel stands there, shaken, unable to speak. And at this moment, the king falls to the ground with an arrow stuck in his heart.
We cannot use magic in here, can we?
You never tried?
Wow, his guards are really bad at their job.
As the guards immediately form a perimeter around him, checking if he's alright.
To the heart, homies.
I mean, but he does wear armor, I heard.
Oh.
How would this be perceived outside?
You hear a commotion going on. People started screaming, they shot the king!
He was single.
Julia looks around. Like, but gets closer to the others that stand there and just sort of get into safety. At least some of you idiots! Especially looks at our
guards are pouring in and just taking him inside. I'm just not moving.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about him. I talk about the other nobility just standing around, like, in free field.
And at this point,
We're gonna end tonight's session.
no. At this point, Desmond just looks at you.
At who?
At whom?
At whom?
At all of you.
How can you look at all of us?
Like
My
this.
guy.
Eyes appear.
I am so far away right
As
now.
he turns into a.
He looks at the king, smiles, and disappears.
I'm gonna turn to the high priest. Can we help the king? Can we do magic here?
Apparently, I never felt my magic restrained.
Time to prove that clerics are trustworthy in some sort of way, I guess. Can we walk out and attempt to talk to a guard?
There are guards all over. What do you want to do?
Yeah, that's why. I run over and said, the clergy can help. We can make sure he stays stable. If he...
Are you getting to a guard?
Yeah, it's someone who looks most important? Guard?
Yeah. You go to him and he lets you through.
Which one?
One of them.
Okay.
they all seem to be the same. One of them has like a little bit more decoration on his shoulder.
Yeah, that one seems important then.
Yes,
that one
definitely.
is. Yeah, okay. More shoulder decoration. It's the way to go.
Tilia?
Are Sophia and Mina still there?
Yes.
Well, time to integrate a fucking bitch of a daughter!
What? Get over here!
But she looks at Grim and she looks at Ember Seed like, get into your fucking tents.
Okay, before this, can I finish with Atari?
Yeah.
Okay. You go there and he holds you and then sees the symbols and lets you pass.
I'm actually going to the king.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hi, baby. How are you doing?
You feeling alright? That arrow to the heart was that was my confession of love to you.
Oh no. Okay.
Is that Cupid?
Alright. You go there and you see that the arrow is stuck in.
They're already what?
It's stuck in. Went through the armor.
Okay. Am I allowed to touch him? Are they allowing me to go
They
closer?
let you pass.
Okay, but like close, like touch close.
Yes,
That's
they see you from the clergy. They trust you.
Okay. I'm scared because that sounds sus.
Okay.
You're smiling.
Okay.
Maybe he has a clock next to him for like a certain minute,
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You never know.
I'm gonna spare the dying. That was.
Roman doesn't like clocks, especially not.
I have an assumption on what happened, but I don't like it.
Okay.
I also have an assumption, and I
Roman only likes clocks without the L.
I don't like clocks. Yes. Anyway, what are you doing? Spare the dying. Okay.
So he has. I don't know.
You see him breathing. He's not dead.
Fuck. Oops. That makes sense. But if we pull it out.
Man, their guards ask them to pull it out while you heal.
Yeah. I was thinking. I'm not a fast thinker.
I'm not rushing.
That one. I know, but.
What do you want to do?
Ask them to pull it out and I will heal.
Okay.
And keep healing.
One of them presses. Pulls it out.
Is he bleeding out?
Yes.
Oh. Healing. Healing.
Alright. You heal. The wound starts closing.
Let me read this one.
What are you healing him with?
Huh?
Are you just healing him, or are you doing something?
I am using a 4th level spell called Death Ward. It's a touch creature granted
That's what
measure of
just.
death.
It basically gets you to 1 HP if you drop to 0.
I know, but it's a ward, and if he does bleed out for some stupid reason, or he does die for some stupid reason because of poison, does that work?
If that is what you want to cast on.
Yeah, and then I will go healy.
All right.
Healy.
Yeah. You see
Right.
the wound closes and he breathing. Thank you very much.
Can I? Has something about him changed? Eyes, pupil, like I don't think so. Pupils, but eyes,
Perception.
demeanor. Please be perceptive.
No. It doesn't look like it. It seems like he was shook and shot, and now he's better.
I'll turn to one of the guards. You should probably get him out of here and get him to safety.
He pushes them away. Where is he?
I'm just like fully out, like at the middle of to the tent.
Yeah, and we jump over to. The guys in the surrounding. Are you doing anything? As in Loatab, Lock.
We kind of have been chatting in groups chats.
Yeah. I'm just asking if.
I think
Nah,
we're staying.
no, I'm not doing anything.
Okay. Tilly, you get to the Seekers. Cage is walking with you.
Yeah,
Or
I
you
was
wanted
straight
to
up.
say something to them before. You said
Straight
something
up. Yeah, she looks at Cornelius and Ember. She'd get into safety, and
yeah.
she looks at Cornelius with a safe of another meaning for him. He has an orb for fuck's sake, and Desmond is missing. He should have gotten that. He's not an idiot. I hope. And then she straight walks up to Sophia.
Yeah. The two of you go there, and the Seekers block your way.
Oh yeah. She aren't there guards?
Those are Seekers.
Yeah, but around us there are guards at the gate, right?
Yeah.
And she looks at them like, didn't you hear the king? Pointing at the guards to do one helpful thing and getting at least the idiots out of the way.
What did the king say?
Where is he?
I do not know. He disappeared.
They do not like that stuff.
The guards gather around and surround the Seekers.
Wait a second. I have to, I have too many things by now. She would use her conquering presence on all of them. All of everyone around that's a Seeker. And in range.
Okay.
Which is also Sophia.
What do I need to roll?
Wisdom save.
One of the guards fails. The other one succeeds. Sophia succeeds. Mina succeeds. One of the
the one guard cannot move right now. Because of the other feature, and then she just tries to push through.
She pushes back.
She only puts the other guard, and then she's looking at Cage. Could you lend me a hand here?
Yeah, the guards take those two guards. Just take them.
And she gets closer to Sophia. Where is he?
I do not know. Mina, just from the side. Why do you need him?
Someone got shot Then the evil, creepy guy that isn't who he said grins, and then disappears.
Well, yes, he has business to attend to.
Oh, was the Trident on a clock I didn't got?
Yes.
I didn't know. But if he has business to attend, where is he?
I do not know.
I want to insight check that.
Okay.
From both of them.
Sure. Oh shit, I rolled
Ha
bad.
ha ha. 21. And if I would have 2, the other one is... Oh, wow. It's
They
16.
both fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're clearly lying.
She's looking around for someone to help, but she hasn't also half noticed Atari is like kind of busy.
Mhm.
And then she would go to
Doran
Sophia.
Amberley inside.
And then she would try to get to Sophia and grab her whatever clothes she wears.
But hair.
Dress.
No.
It's a dress.
And then she pulls on it and looks at her. Do you want me to kill you again?
Arrogant little bitch. And she dimensions door out.
Should have punched her in the face when you got the chance. Should have absolutely dinked her. Put her
Have you
brains on the inside out.
Like, hey, there's a cage close by. Can't he count a spell?
He's not a mage.
I don't know that.
Mina stands there. I guess it's only us.
Yeah, but...
He has a message for you.
Oh, great. He can keep it.
Oh, alright. Then I won't say.
So you are left here to spill a message while the wolves get out. Is that the thing?
Pretty much.
Are you like snapping out as soon as you delivered that too?
No, I cannot use magic. See?
Ah.
No mark.
Okay.
She just sits down.
Would you please fill it?
Yes.
Well,
In private, please.
you just shot the king.
I didn't do anything. Did you see me shoot the king? Did you
Someone affiliated to you definitely shot the king. Or someone that was meant by magic, apparently, because it works! For whatever reason it works.
How would you know? That it's somebody affiliated to us?
Grinning and disappearing is not a good sign after someone
Is
got shot.
green a crime now?
Yes.
So you're committing a crime just at this very second.
I'm not... Let's go inside. Oh, for fuck's sake, I will regret. She looks at Cage like, you saw I've been with her. If I never come out again, please call the police. Oh no, you are the police, oh.
Yes. Flint, before we go out, Flint, are you doing anything? Flint?
I think Front is dead.
I think it's...
Ah! Franz!
France?
Unmute. You've been asked the question.
Are you
Apologies, sorry.
Are you doing anything in this situation?
I'm leaving.
Where are you going?
I'm leaving.
Where to?
Away.
Away. You go and the gate is blocked by guards.
What do you mean it's blocked by guards?
It means the guards close the door and stand and block it.
What's this then?
The king was shut. Please, stay inside until we resolve this.
Bleeding hell, what do you mean the king was shot?
They stand there. Nobody leaves.
Look, I have an appointment.
It can wait.
No, it really can't. It's a business meeting.
They didn't.
Me and my ale have a meetup.
Don't seem to care.
Here, look, alright. You're welcome to search me if you're saying the king was shot. That's fine. I don't carry any sort of ranged weaponry. Actually, it's kind of, other than the rocks, unless he's been pegged through the skull by a rock.
Nobody leaves until we're told otherwise. Turn around and go sit until the gates open.
So what you're saying is you're gonna pay for my fee to sit in a bleeding tavern here in Hadar instead of moving on to Marstadt, which is where I have a business agreement to meet somebody for commerce.
They stand there and just block the way.
All right. Look, I understand this is important, and there's a very important thing going on, but I may be the first, I won't be the last. You're gonna have me, you're gonna have caravans, you're gonna have traders and smiths and everything trying to come through these gates. How long are you gonna keep these gates closed?
As long as it's needed.
And then they will overrun you. What are you, 4 people?
8, but yeah.
Sorry, 8. Yeah. As long as it's needed, you're gonna have one afternoon, you're gonna have an evening, you're gonna have a night, you're gonna have a morning, you're gonna have an afternoon. And at that point, you'll have enough traders that know they have wares, be it meat, fish, poultry, or anything that can go bad within a couple days. And they're gonna make you accountable for having their wares go bad. I simply need to pass through.
They don't move.
What you don't seem to be understanding here is I'm a single person. The attack on the king takes multiple. And by this time tomorrow,
Arrest them.
you'll have people beating the shit out of you.
2 of them come to take you.
I'm simply telling the truth here.
Putting cuffs on you. Taking you to the side. Into a room in a cell.
No roll, nothing?
I mean, you can roll to try to avoid or...
No, I want to roll to intimidate.
They're not intimidated by that.
By me threatening them with a horde of people coming to their gates?
Buddy, the king
And
just
forcing
shot.
their way
They
through?
don't give a fuck.
They don't give a hell. Yes.
That's fine. I will roll to avoid then.
Okay.
What do you want?
If he gets killed in another thing like that, I just
What do you want me to roll, Roman?
Against grapple. So in the athletics or acrobatic.
I will take my DM inspiration.
What'd you roll? With the inspiration.
You know what? It fucking doesn't matter if I roll the same die, Roman.
What did you roll though? If it's
11 in total.
in total, the two of you, them apprehend you and cuff you, and then bring you into a cell. You stay here until everything comes down. If you didn't do anything, you have nothing to worry about.
You make a mistake. And Flint is now in jail.
Well,
We know would get arrested, right?
I rolled 2 9s.
in a holding cell, not arrested.
I rolled 2 9s.
You-
I hate this character so much.
Regardless,
I use
Well-
my DM inspiration and everything.
Locke, Loatab, and Nessie, you stay in your place.
Yes.
Atari, you heal the king, and he gets up and he yells, "Where is he?"
Did I see him disappear as well? Or was I busy?
No, you were busy.
I was busy.
Damn it. Fuck. Turning around, getting in.
I'm not gonna look him in the eyes. I'm just gonna look down and be like,
Mm. Before leaving, he just turns and says, "Thank you for healing me," and then gets in.
Be careful. And that is where our love began. I will be queen in every campaign. Just watch me fucking do it.
All right.
It would be hilarious.
I think this is where we gonna call it for most of you.
No, you said just wait a moment, Alex.
For most of you, you're going into Secret Whisper anyway. Or
Who?
not.
Yes. I mean, there's no one in the room where it happens.
Good. It is getting late. It is almost 11.
No.
I'm sorry for those who were hiding
I'm so
somewhere
sorry.
or doing anything that you couldn't do anything, but this is what you decided to do.
Oliver looks like I hate life.
All good, man. I'm pretty down anyway.
Yeah. I am
Yeah.
sorry that you're down.
I mean, he had a rough
It's
day.
not your fault, man. It's
Dirk, do me a
Okay.
favor.
Hmm?
Consider going to the dock tomorrow instead of work. If you don't
I
feel
feel
it.
like that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Maybe getting a blood result. Maybe something's wrong.
Yeah, get tested.
Mm-hmm.
I hope, regardless of your feeling, it was somewhat entertaining.
We were so
Yeah,
close
it
to
was.
beat them!
Well.
It was.
I'm in jail!
Yeah, you're
I
an idiot, so
deserve-
you deserve it.
Like Locke and Sully at the center, you know?
It's literally like, hey, the king has been shot. Let me out. I have commerce. And it's like,
And no
I
one can
fucking
leave us
tried,
alone.
okay?
there are about like 300 people in there. Yeah, sure.
I have a
fucking
business
commerce.
meeting.
The king's been
Yeah,
shot. Okay, sure.
let people. It's like, hey, there's a murder scene in a pub. Let's just let people out. It's okay.
It's
We'll
an
take the
entire
bartender.
fucking city.
We'll take the
It's a entire
bartender and the
fucking
two
city. I
people
have,
sitting at the
I have
bar.
my
And that's it.
background, which allows me to fucking zoom through streets. They're like, apparently they already know that the king has been shot as soon as I leave.
But if
Because
the king's
that
been
makes
shot,
sense.
if the king's been shot, the king's been shot. They're gonna. It was called to block it off. You just weren't really, paying attention.
I was okay. Hold on. I was
He
at
was
the
leaving
fucking
before,
entrance.
that's what he meant.
Before you,
I
we have
was
two
on my
people
way
needing to
out.
do solo sessions.
As
Oh, shut the
the
fuck up!
king-
We have two
He's
people needing
right.
to do
You
solo
already took a
sessions.
lot of time with
Oh, I
your
dragged you two
crying
down.
over.
All right,
I'm
bye bye. Good.
I'm dragged. Hi.
Yeah, I just want to say good night to those who are leaving and be right
Good
there.
night.
What?
Yeah,
What am
I did not drag you.
Bye-bye.
I did not drag you. Be right back. Alright. Thanks for playing.
Where am I?
Yeah, we are being tossed around like fucking marshmallows.